Hey everyone, welcome back to the Haykin channel. So today we're going to be learning about stem and leaf plots. So for those of you who haven't done it before, there's a bit of drawing, so make sure that you've got your ruler available because your teachers definitely don't want some scummy stem and leaf plot. Alright, let's get started. So today's learning intention is to understand how to interpret and represent data in a stem and leaf plot, which I'll go over as to how to draw that up. And just a heads up that I do not have a ruler, so you're going to have to bear with me, but normally I would be using a ruler. So today's success criteria is that you can write your stem and leaf digits correctly in a stem and leaf plot. You are able to identify the measures of spread, which is your range, and your center, which is your median and mean, using a stem and leaf plot. So the last thing that you need to be able to do is to add a key to show the value of your stem and leaf plot, which is a must for every single stem and leaf plot you create this whole term. So just a bit about stem and leaf plots. They're useful to represent numerical data, which hopefully you've learned in your earlier videos. So the stem is the first digit that you see. So normally we draw, with a ruler like a bit of a cross. The left is stem, the right is leaf. So this value here is 7 and this one here is 31. So if you can see, if we took out this line here, it actually gives you the whole number. Now what you need to understand is that when the number becomes more than 2 digits, every number apart from the last number becomes the stem. So leaf is only the last digit, which I've just written here. Leaf is the last digit and stem is the first digit, or digits plural. So the leaves are shown in increasing order going down the page. So if I got like 1, 2, 3, 4, actually let's do all fours, let me do it again. 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, you would actually be able to see that going downwards chronologically. You would not have it like jumbled, like 17 here, 14 there. And that is why when you get a data set, the first thing you have to do is to rearrange your data from ascending order. So like I said, a key must always be included. So if you look here, 3 with a line 1 means 31. If you do not have a unit of measurement, you can write that. If, for example, it says draw a stem and leaf plot showing the spelling test scores of year 7s in 2008, you would have to say, 3/1 means 31% in spelling scores in 2008. Okay, you need to be specific. The only reason why that just says, 3 line 1 means 31 is just because, we don't have a scenario for this. So outliers can be identified easily when looking at a stem and leaf plot, all right? And that's because, if it was 7 versus, 152, it's very easy to identify that. So before we do a worked example, you need to know the two types of stem and leaf plot you'll come across. So the first one is just a normal basic stem and leaf plot, as you can see here. And the other one is a back-to-back stem and leaf plot. So normally we use this to compare data, I would say. So in this example, this is actually from your textbook. You can see that 1 line 5 means 15. Okay, so this bit here is actually 15. It's not 51. Okay, so and this bit here is 16. And it just means that one of the stems, one of the sides, not the stems, so the leaves, they're actually leaves, can be read backwards. That's why it's called a back-to-back stem and leaf plot. Now, you might be wondering why they're not called leaves. It just depends on the scenario. So if you're drawing a back-to-back stem and leaf plot, or you've got two data, you can call your leaves something else. All right. Now, remembering you have to include a key. So we're just going to quickly interpret a stem and leaf plot together. So I've just got this question, from your textbook. So the age of a number of people is shown in a stem and leaf plot. So now we know we're dealing with age. That's our unit. So the first thing is write out the ages as a list. So this is the stem and leaf plot you've got. So I'm writing out the ages. I just read it. 18, 21, 21, 24, 30, 32, 38, 39, 43. And I've just written it there. And as you can see, I'm using full sentences. I'm not just writing 18, 21, 21, etc. I'm actually writing the ages are as follows, blah, blah, blah. So how many people's ages are represented? You count the leaf side. So I could just do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there are 9 people's ages that are represented. That's just a bit of a tip. So just a tip to do fast math. So what are the youngest and oldest people's ages? You know that it's in order. So the oldest person would be down here and the youngest person would be at the top. So the youngest person is 18 years old and the oldest person is 43 years old. We don't want to see 18, 43. All right, that's a bit lazy. So number D, give the range of the ages. So range, remember, is the highest value minus the smallest, the lowest value, whatever that is, whatever unit that is. So we know that, the youngest and oldest is 18 and 43. We can just subtract that. So we know that the range of the ages is 25 years. Okay, see how I didn't just write the numerical equation, I actually wrote a sentence. That's what we need to see in statistics. So part E, what is the median age? The median age is 30 years old. You might be wondering how I found that. So this is how I would have done it. So I cross it out. So if I cross one here, cross one here. Now this is counting upwards and this is counting backwards, so downwards. So cancel one here, you cancel one here. Okay, because you're going 43 to 39 to 38 to 32. This is 18 to 21 to 21, yeah? Cross 2 here, cross 2 here. So your number is 30. So the median age is 30 years old. There is no special formula. You're just going to have to practice counting so that you can find the measure of center. Okay? So now we're going to practice how to create a stem and leaf plot. So I've written out like a what to do in order kind of instruction for you to write in your books. So you've got these numbers. So the first thing is to rearrange them in order. So let's do it. So the order 24, cross it 25, and then we've got 29. Then we've got 32, then 35. Then we've got 36, 38, 41, 42, 48. So that's what you've got there. So draw the stem and leaf plot using a ruler. So you just draw like that. Okay, so you do stem, you do leaf. I would use a ruler normally. So I would put my stem is here, 2, 4, 5, 9, 3, 2, 5, 6, 8, 4, 1, 2, 2, 8. Now make sure they're actually like aligned, okay? Because that way, when you find out the median, or if you have to ever do the interquartile range, you can actually find it easier. So just make sure that's it, okay? So this is ascending, it's ascending this way, and it's ascending that way. That's how it ascends. Ascending. That's what the arrows mean. So now you have to create a key using the correct measurement. So we don't have a measurement. It didn't tell me it was an age or a percentage or anything like that. So you can honestly just write, 2, 4 means 24. And it doesn't matter what you use here, honestly, as long as I can tell, I usually just use the data that's in there because it's easier. But, if you want to do a default one, you can, but I highly recommend you to use the data that they've given to you. Okay, so remembering the only reason I didn't put units of measurement is because my question didn't ask for one. Otherwise, I would have written, something more specific like 24 years old or 24 years, 24 percentage, 24 cars, 24 cats, like that. Okay, so that is it for this video. Now, remember to ask your teacher questions if you're struggling, and we will see you for the next video. Thank you.